In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up Conversion Tracker properly for on your website for your YouTube ads. And hopefully this video doesn't take more than 5 minutes because I'm pretty fast when it comes to setting up Conversion Tracker. So let's get into it without wasting much of your time. The first thing I want you to do is to open your website panel, the WordPress on your site. When you open this WordPress of a client site that I'm using, so I have to go to plugins. You go to plugins, and when you go to plugins, what I want you to do is I want you to add a new plugin. So you're going to see add a new plugin on the top of the screen. So you're going to see add a new plugin. I tap on add a new plugin. So it's going to open up. The plugin that I want you to add is called Header Footer Code Manager. It's called Header Footer Code Manager. So you have to go to you're going to type on the search plugin. So you have to come down here to search plugin, and you're going to type HFCM. Type HFCM. Once you type HFCM, you don't even need to press enter or anything. It's going to come up, and this is it. Header Footer Code Manager. That I want you to install it. We're going step by step on how to set up conversion tracking. I want you to install it and activate it. So you install and activate Header Footer Code Manager. We don't have it on this site, and that is why we are getting it installed. So now we have our Header Footer Code Manager installed. How do we find it? On the left-hand side of your WordPress, you're going to see it, HFCM. Just scroll down, and you're going to see HFCM. So now that you have HFCM, the next thing you want to do is to open Tag Manager. All you have to do is go to tagmanager.google.com. Tagmanager.google.com. I'm going to write it on the screen, hopefully. Tagmanager.google.com, and you enter it and open Tag Manager. If you're a new account like this client, you would notice that you don't have any Tag Manager account. It's going to ask you to create a tag. It's going to ask you to create an account. We don't want to use these Google tags. We don't have a Google tags either, but we have to create a new account. So what you want to do is tap on create account. Then you want to type on the company. I'm going to use FIS as an acronym for this client. Is a Nigerian, so it's a Nigerian client. So you choose Nigeria. You choose a country that you are from, and I don't want to put the container name, the website as container name, so I'm going to still put FIS on this one. The platform that we are going to track is a web, not an app, not an iOS, not an AMP, not a server. It's a web. So we have to create for a web. Then you need to read all of these things. I've read this over and over and over again. So I'm just going to accept the terms, the data processing terms and condition, and I'm going to tap on yes. So our page is creating. They're creating our container for us. Creating our container. Voila, our container has been created. Once your container has been created, they are going to automatically open up this window, this pane for you, where you see the paste this as I in the head of the page, and paste this code immediately after the opening body tag. So this is where the Header Footer Manager comes up in. So this is the code that you want to paste in your website for you to set up your conversion tracking properly. So I want to copy this code. You first of all copy the header code. Once you tap on copy, it's going to highlight it and going to tell you this snippet has been copied. So we'll go back to the website, our WordPress back office dashboard, whatever you call it, and we'll track HFCM. We tap on HFCM. This is Header Footer Code Manager. We want to add this header code. So this is how we do it. I want to add it. I'm going to add it on every part of the site. So on the top of the snippet, you see snippets, and on the top of it, you're going to see add new snippet. Add new snippet. So once tap on add new snippet, tap on add new snippet, and it's going to open up. Thankfully, this evening I have a good network. It's going to open up, and this is. Want to give the snippet a name. Since I am the person handling this, I want to target something that I can remember that I am pressing FIS JN. So JN is my own initials. is an HTML code. I want to put this code all over the site because we might be doing a retargeting traffic. I'm not going to exclude any pages. I'm not going to exclude any posts. Since it's a head code, look at this for the header. This is the head code. It's for the head. Paste this code as high as the head of the page. So you're going to see the location of where we want to paste it is on the head, right? We want to show this on all devices and leave the status as active. Then when you scroll down, you're going to see snippet /code. Tap on this blue line, and paste your code. So what we use to paste is Control V, Control plus V. Hold the Control down and press V, and your code has been pasted. We have pasted the code, and we'll tap on Save. Okay. Okay. So this is a software that helps. This is a plugin that helps to protect the website from unsafe. I want to allow so all set. You can refresh the page and try again. I want to allow the process to go on. This is that was done by WordFence. It should not happen, but it's part of security on the website. So it looks out for the website for anything that you had. So we want to save this. Yours might not happen like this because you might not have WordFence, right? So we want to update. What we have saved it. That's why it's showing update, right? That's why it's showing update. So we'll go back to HFCM. Tap on HFCM again, and now you're going to see this code that we added. So look at the code that we added, FISJN. So we want to add another code, the body tag, right? We want to add this body tag. We'll tap on this again, the copy button. You're going to see the snippet has been copied, and we'll come back here, and we'll tap on, we'll come back to the top. I'll say add new snippet. Let's go down. So what is the snippet name? This is another name, and we're going to call it what are we going to call it? We're going to call it FISJN body, right? BD. This is to indicate that it's body. For the location, we're going to change this to footer. Since there is no body, it can be footer. It can be posted as footer, no problem. It will still work. So we'll tap on this, the blue line here, and we'll tap on Control V to save it. So as you can see, this is shorter, this 4-line code. The first one was the 7-line code, and we'll tap on save. We might have that WordFence warning in it again. Okay, we didn't have the WordFence warning because we have already allowed the process to go smoothly. So this is your code. If I tap on this cancel button, so I can test the website here if the code is functional. If you can do it, let's just do it. Let's test the website if the code is functional. But I'm sure the code is functional. I'm very sure the code is very, 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 very functional. So does this website app.ng? No, it doesn't. So let's test it. Let's test it. So as you can see, we have the check mark. It means that the code is functional and is active. So I tap on OK. If I want to get that panel back, all I have to do is I'll come here on this GTM and tap on it, and it's going to bring back my panel. Look at what I did. So this is your dashboard for your tag manager. You have your tag manager on the left top right corner. You have your container name. You have your profile. You have workspace, versions, admin. You have your codes. This is the codes. You tap on it. It's going to bring out this for you. So we have preview. We have submit. So what we want to do here now, this is where the work begins, how you set up your conversion tracking. The first thing we want to do is we want to set up variables, right? We want to set up variables. And the reason why we want to set up the variables is because we would use it for these things called triggers. And we'll use the variables for the triggers, and we'll use the triggers for the tags. I hope I'm not confusing you. So there are different variables. As you can see, page URL, referral, page path, but we'll tap on configure on the right corner, on the top right corner of the screen. And the variables that I want us to choose is, we want to choose click elements, click classes, click ID, click target, click URL, click test. I want to choose, okay, I think this is all we want to choose for now. This is what I want to choose for now. So I want to choose that. I'll remove this pane. So what I want us to do is, once you have chosen this, for every action that you take, you have to save it. And to save it, on the top right corner, you have to tap on submit and publish. Still on the top right corner. When you tap on publish, it's going to show you whether you want to give this change in the name. We don't want to give it a name. We want to just skip it. So skip. We have created, what we just created now is the variables. And because we created a variable, it's going to save as a version. This is version 2. The initial version is version 1, which came with the tag manager. This is version 2. And we have 11 variables in total, no tags, no triggers. So we want to go back. It's going to show this version here, versions 1 and 2, empty container version 1. This is the latest change in version 2. And we want to go back to workspace. On the top left corner, you see workspace there. You go back to workspace. What we want to do now is to choose our triggers. Choose our triggers. We'll tap on triggers and we'll tap on new. The first trigger that we want to choose is a trigger that is going to show on the site for everything that happened. Everything that you do on the site, this trigger is going to fire. So we want to choose it as all elements, right? All elements trigger. So we want to choose all clicks. For every click that happens on the website, this trigger is going to fire. I want to save this. It's going to automatically give us a name, all elements. I want to just go with that name, all elements, and save it. So like I mentioned, for everything that you do, you have to submit. You have to submit to make the change permanent, right? But before I do that, I want to create another trigger to configure the main thing I want to track, the main action that we want to track. And the main action that we want to track on this website is button clicks, outbound button clicks. So I'm going to choose just links, and I'm going to choose some link clicks, right? So what I want to choose is, I want to choose the click text. The click text must contain these words. So for me to know what the click text will contain, let me go to the website. Let me go to the website. I'm going to open a new tab and go to the website. The website is, okay. The website is this. So webinar. So anytime somebody clicks on that button, our conversion is going to track. So we're opening up the website so that we'll get the click text. So I don't want to, before I save it, so I want to get the click text before I check the trigger. So this is the click text. Give me access to the webinar. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this click text. Give me access to the webinar. And I'm going to paste it in the tag manager. So what I'm going to do now is copy. Let me just write it here, which is everything is initial cap. Give me access to the webinar. So this is it. I want to save, and it's going to ask me just links. Yes, but I want to give it an acronym. Give me access to the webinar. Give it an acronym so that I don't forget. So now we have two workspace changes. All I have to do is click on submit, and I publish. I don't want to give it a name, so I'm going to tap on skip, and it's going to sing like no one is listening and create a version 3 for me. So as you can see, the first time we did it was 0 tags, 0 triggers, 11 variables. Now we have 0 tags, 2 triggers, and 11 variables. Watch me as I do this magic of setting up conversion tracker for our YouTube ads. So we have created variables. We have 11 variables. As you can see, those workspace changes have gone down to 0 because we have not made any change. We have created 11 variables. We have our 2 triggers, all elements. This is going to show that all clicks. This is going to show every click that we make on the website. I'm going to show you where it's going to show. So we have, what we have updated is tagged. So we're going to create our tag now. The first tag that we want to create is called conversion linker. This is going to fire anytime our website loads. So we tap on conversion linker. Let me go back so that I don't confuse you. So we'll go to tags on the left corner of your screen. You see overview tags, triggers, variables. We go to tags and tap on new. We'll tap on new, tap on tag configuration. So we are going to choose conversion link as our tag configuration. Then for the triggering, we are going to choose page views. We're going to choose all pages, which is page view, as the trigger for the tag of conversion linker. So you choose conversion linker, all pages, and you tap on save. It's going to ask you to name it, and we're going to name it conversion linker, which is a generic name. No problem with that. The next one we want to do, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We want to set up the main conversion action, and we tap on new, and we tap on conversion, tap configuration. We want to link it with our Google Ads. This is where you link your conversion action with your Google Ads, where you run your YouTube ads, if you get what I'm saying. So tap on Google Ads and tap on Google Ads conversion tracking. So when we tap on this, it's going to ask us to impute conversion ID and conversion label. For you to get a conversion ID and conversion label, you have to go back to your Google Ads account. Go back to your Google Ads account. It's going to open an overview for you. Dismiss this. I need to dismiss this. It's going to open an overview page like this for you. So let me show you how you're going to go to your conversion action. This is the old page, but you have to, it's also simple. This is the old page. So let me show you how you're going to go to your conversion action, right? So we want to go to tools and settings on the top page, on the top of the screen. Tap on tools and settings, and we'll look for measurements, planning, share library, bulk action, measurement. Look for measurements and tap on conversions, right? Conversions. So when you open the conversion summary, remember how we got here? We went to tools and settings, and we went to measurements, and we tapped on conversion. So it's going to open this page, which is the conversion summary. When you open here, all you have to do is tap on new conversion action. When you tap on new conversion action, we want to track online sales, we want to track links, clicks. So what we're tracking here is link clicks and his website. We don't want to track more than that. We tap on this. It's going to tell us to put our domain name. So let me put the domain name. Put your domain name, don't put my own. Put your domain name.com, and you tap on scan. Just watch and follow this process. It's a step-by-step process, and I hope you follow it to the T. If you do not understand it, go back to watch this video. So when you do that, it's going to ask you to set up, to add a conversion action manually. So that's what we want to do. We want to add a conversion action manually. And the conversion action we want to add for this is button clicks. The reason we want to add button clicks is because of this is just a button, it's not a form. So we'll go back to our manager and tap on this. We'll tap on the goal and action optimization. We want to tap on select category, and we'll select the category of outbound click. That's what we're targeting, outbound click. We want to set conversion action optimization options. So we want to leave it as primary. We want to add outbound clicks to account default goals, and I want to leave this as primary. So the next thing we want to give this a name. So I like to give it the name of the button. So the button is give me access to the webinar. So I'm going to do give me access to the webinar. It's an acronym, GMATTW. So we don't want to use a conversion value for this because you're not tracking sales. We don't want to use conversion value for this, but we're not tracking sales. We are tracking just leads. We are tracking leads. So we want to do one count. One count. We don't want to count every. The reason for one count is so that if somebody comes to the page and do it 2 times, like if somebody clicks on our link, our button click 2 times, it's going to count as one person. If we do every and that person click on the button 2 times, it's going to count as 2. Like if somebody clicks on your ad and completes 2 separate purchases on different occasions, the ones that are recorded as 2, right? If this is 1, it's going to count as 1. Only 1 conversion represented per click. That's what I want to do. I want to leave all of this. Click through version is 30 days. engage fashion 30 days, attribution. I want to leave it at data driven. I don't like to change this. I don't like to change this to last clicks, and it's no longer even available. It's only last click that's available, and I want to leave it at data driven. It's better that way. So all we'll do this, we'll tap on done, follow me, then we'll tap on agree and continue. So what we want is, we want to get conversion ID and conversion label. That is why we are creating this. And this is very, very important. So how do we link this Google Ads conversion action that we have created to our tag manager? This is how we do it. To set up with a Google tag, no, we don't want that. Email instructions to your webmaster, we don't want that either. Use Google Tag Manager. This is what we want to do. So as you can see, when we tap on use Google Tag Manager, it's going to show us our conversion ID. This is our conversion ID. The conversion ID is account specific. This means that this conversion ID is tied to this account. So whatever conversion action that you create is the same conversion ID that they will give you. So we want to copy this conversion ID, highlight it and copy it. And you come to this place and paste your conversion ID. Then they'll ask for conversion label. We'll go back to our Google Ads. This is the conversion label. The conversion label is this plenty different code and letter, alphanumeric characters. I want to copy this as well, highlight it. So you see conversion label. Find below the conversion label the action you have created, GMATTW. So this is it. This is the name of the conversion action that we created. This is the label under it. I want to tap that. I want to copy it here. So that's the conversion label. And we want to choose a trigger. We always choose a trigger for our tags. And the trigger I want to choose is these just links that we created. Just links that we created. Tap on that and we'll tap on save. So it's going to show us Google Ads conversion tracking. I want to save it. Give me access to the webinar. So I want to save this. And if we are not done, we'll have to submit. You see workspace changes too. We'll have to submit this and we'll tap on publish. Now, when we tap on publish, we need to test. We have saved all of this. We'll go back to Google Ads and we tap on done, right? If you tap on done, it's going to show you that your conversion action is inactive. It's going to show you your conversion action is inactive. So what we want to do is, we want to test this that we do, leave. So we want to test this that we have just set, the conversion action that we have just set. So we'll go back to workspace and what we want to do is tap on preview. We'll tap on preview because we want to test this conversion action that we have just set. And we'll tap on preview. It's going to load up this window for us. So we'll have to impute the exact landing page. We have to impute the exact landing page. /webinar. You have to impute the exact landing page. So your URL must start with HTTPS. Made a mistake there. So HTTPS and connect. This is the exact landing page. For it to show you to open up in a new window, it's going to open up in a new window for it to show that, okay, we have really connected. We have really connected our tag assistant, tag assistant. So as you can see, if you open a tag assistant window, and it's going to show that the debug information for this page is viewable. Okay, this is great. And we'll tap on continue. So as you can see, our conversion linker fired because it's a page view action. Let's go back here. So you see that it's a page view action. So our conversion linker fired. So what we want to do is, if I tap anywhere on this page, if I tap here, you're going to see that it's going to show us a click, that a click was tapped. If I tap here, it's going to show us a click. So if I tap on this click, you'd see that nothing fired, nothing fired. We want to check if our conversion action is working. So I'll go back to that window that was opened. Then I'll scroll down to the button, right, which is give me access to the webinar. If I tap on this, it's going to show a link click. So if you tap on link click, you're going to see that our tag fired. Our tag fired. This means that our conversion action is, our conversion tracker is correctly installed. This means our conversion tracker is correctly installed. So if I go back to my Google Ads account and I refresh this page, you will see that this is no longer showing no action, no recent action. You know what? It's no longer showing it's no longer showing inactive. It means that we have successfully installed our conversion tracker. So that's it for, so as you can see, let's allow this to load first before I tell you that. So you see no recent conversions. It went from inactive to no recent conversion. This means that our conversion action has been stored, has been set successfully. So let me go back to our conversion tag page. So what we did was, this is a recap. What we did was we created a variable, created extra 6 variables, right? Create extra 6 variables, which was click URL, click text, click target, click ID, and click element, and click classes. And we saved them. When we saved them, we went to triggers. And the trigger we created was all elements triggers. We tapped on new, or we tapped on new, we tapped on trigger configuration, we chose all elements, right? And we saved that. And we saved that. And we created another one, which is new, and we created just links. And the just links, when we tap on just links, we created some link clicks, and we used click text that contains this give me access, which is the name of the button that you are tracking, the name of the button, give me access, that conveys give me access. Then we saved that, discard changes. We saved that and we submitted it for version 2, right? Submitted it for version 2. Then we went back to workspace, went to tags, and created conversion linker. Remember, we created conversion linker, tapped on new, then we tapped on tag configuration. We chose conversion linker, and we chose a trigger of all pages. Remember that. Then we saved it. We don't want to save this. Then we tapped on new again. Now tapped on the tag configuration, and this time we chose Google Ads, and we chose Google Ads conversion tracking. When we chose Google Ads conversion, it asked us to put conversion ID, conversion label. We went to Google Ads, and we tapped on new conversion action. We inputted that I wanted to do outbound click, and we chose, we put our website, and we chose to add our conversion action manually. Then we imputed outbound click. We chose that our conversion action should be just one count every time. And we also chose that we wanted data driven, and we chose that we wanted to use Tag Manager to set up our conversion properly, right? And we used Tag Manager, and it gave us our conversion ID and conversion label, and we saved it to have this. Then we submitted and skipped the whole process. So that is how you set up your Google Ads conversion tracker. So see you in the next video. My name remains Ibidabo Jonah, and I'll see you soon.